now I'm doing another replay versus CED on Apothic Arena. Eventually, Josh will join us on the matches. So we're doing a standard game, no fog. I decided for the rules, let's pick some of the broken COs. CED picked Grit because he really likes indirects, and I picked Sensei because Sensei's really freaking funny as a CO. So I guess I should go over the COs, and if I remember to make these assets, I will. Anyway, Sensei, his copters gain plus 50 attack, foot soldiers gain plus 40 attack, but all other non-air units lose 10% attack, and transport gain plus 1 movement. Really good. His level 1 power is pretty simple. It ups his, I believe, his copters to like 60 or 80%. I'll have to look that up in the dossier. We'll hopefully finish that and make it look a little better. And spawns an infantry, a 9 HP infantry on every available city he owns, if there's not hitting him. And suit power does the same thing, but with mechs, so it's pretty good. Now Grit. Good old gun-smoking, possum-spitting Grit is pretty simple. All his indirects have plus 1 range and plus 20 attack. Direct units, excluding foot soldiers, this is important, because, dear God, they couldn't have kept that greediness for Grit, lose 20% attack. So his direct combat units aren't very good, but his indirects, ooh, they are monstrous. But enough of this, let's actually begin the game. So I'm playing Gray Sky, set is Purple Lightning. Oop, I need to fix the country's directions. Boop. And boop. There we go, perfect. Still kind of getting off the cold, but feeling okay enough to commentate a bit, so like I figured let's do it. I should have brought some water in here. Think about that. Capping up the cities. Alright, sorry, I had to get some water. So pretty much our beginning capture rates are pretty similar, which is nice, except CED already has a unit all the way out here, which I don't even realize how that got there. How did that get there? Did he just start? Yeah, that was the starting unit. He's going and try and steal some of my stuff. Okay. Finish up my caps, cap and property. So yeah, he's trying to steal this property over here. I don't want to move my thing too much because I don't want my green screen to break. So I decided to go for the comm tower and to block off him from getting this port later. So I'm like, okay, speed me down there a little bit. Blow me down the main porthole. So CED's definitely picking a more aggressive capture opener, which is interesting. Because Grit really doesn't need to do that a lot of time. Really, Grit just kind of sits back, builds his critical mass of indirects, and just kind of kills you. Kind of questionable engagement here, but I guess it makes sense, considering last time I fought Grit, it was on Advance Wars 1. And you don't even have the follow-through, Wingit, come on. Well, then again, he retreats, so I guess it isn't too bad. But either way, that infantry's gonna live another day to heal up and become a problem for me. Trying out some filters, because I've been noticing while doing the Advance Wars Dual Strike recordings, my breathing has been getting picked up on the microphone, which not a fan of, but touches life. Interesting choice on the APC, but it also makes sense considering I'm Sensei. I should definitely build some transport units. Considering I'm going to be flooding the map with infantry and junk. Moving my boat up, I feel a sneeze coming. Alright, so instead of going to cap, moving his 10 HP infantry in. Use 7 HP infantry to cap a little slowly, but not too bad, considering it's going to take me a little bit to capture this property back. Since he made it out alive, then that's not a bad use of his infantry, if I'm being honest. Move my infantry in, but I don't want to join them up because I'd rather just have the multiple numbers. But I'll take myself out. Even though Sensei has weaker vehicles, it's still a good idea to build vehicles, considering you're going to be getting a ton of free infantry and mechs. Not a bad engagement because you're firing from the city, and I'm also Sensei. I gotta remember that I have plus 40% attack. Go crazy. Build another transport. Another APC. Not bad. CED gets his artillery into play. Oh boy, look at that nonsense. Look at this friggin' nonsense. It is crazy. But I'm also kind of hoping on the fact that I'm just going to have so much infantry I can just throw meat into the grinder and just go forward. Because at that point, he'll have too many units to shoot. He won't be able to actually stop me. Artillery makes sense. Kill off the infantry on the city, not bad. Moving my APC up, gather some more properties. Taking advantage of my APCs. I'm all infantry. I have 19 units compared to his 17, which is pretty good considering what we're dealing with. Especially since he had first turn advantage. So, which is very surprising that I actually made having more units. Huh. Oh, I guess because I'm building up. No, I just built the Battlecopter now. Weird. So I built a mech because, again, plus 40% mechs. Can't hurt to at least try. And now this son of a gun is right here in becoming contestable range. See, he's already got a little critical mass of indirects down there. Don't agree with this? I mean, I get it. It puts you in, like, to stop me from getting this, but you could get the same results, like, here. Or even, like, back here, I guess. Right? Because what's your range? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can park right here and start capping this. So I can't say I agree with this play. This is just throwing away free money, honestly. The hell are you planning up here? Are you gonna try to, like, swarm me from up here? I don't understand. That might be just a misplay. I don't know. I don't remember this, but this was normal, right? This wasn't fog, right? Yeah, like, I'm not seeing any fog stuff on here, so we're good. Walk up, whack him down, because, yeah, we got the Battlecopter coming in. Which is very good, because this anti-air is going to take a little bit to get here, at least one turn. I always get a free shot with my Battlecopter, I don't really have to care. And at this point, I'm going to be printing out Battlecopters like crazy anyways. Loading up and moving out some mechs, going back to capture. Doing pretty good in the capture game. I'm at 17,000. I'm ahead. And come in, going to cap properties. I figured let me toss an infantry away just to kill a guy. Keep him from healing up. Although I won't say it's the best plan in the world, considering it's like, why are you throwing away stuff? And we're living the classic Sensei playstyle. Infantry, mech, battlecopter. Infantry, mech, battlecopter is all Sensei needs to kick your arse. And we got the grit missiles. Ah! Oh, they look so silly, but I do get the idea. Since grit has better indirects, you might as well use the missiles. And he's already getting some decent value shots, but then again, my numbers are already beginning to build up. 24 to 19, so I got a pretty good spot. He's finally moving his infantry, his artillery off that, which is pretty good, but he honestly needs some tanks. Please look at that. Yeah, I don't get what the point of this was. I guess to pull them out of danger and then put them back, but I don't think I agree with that. That feels like a bunch of just like, you're not doing anything effective with your time. So moving around outside the range of the anti-air, just kind of going around gunning down these infantry, because plus 40% Battlecopter on a road, death. Strangely, I don't begin capping, so I'm just kind of coming in to prepare assault. 9 damage. That's just 9 damage. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I messed up thinking I could put my lander up on that, but no. Build a tank, transport up units. Fuck off notification. Infantry sweep. APC back to keep transferring these units up further, which is pretty good. Although, yeah, my infantry's kind of got blasted away, but at the end of the day, though, that's just power charge. So I don't super have to care, considering that's just going to refill me, like, how many properties do I own? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 14 infantry for, like, 2. Ooh, for, like, a couple. So, like, I'm doing pretty good. If anything, if, like important units die, I'm getting good value out of them. Considering they just convert into more infantry, which is always good. Moving that anti-air out, which this is kind of a problem considering it base locks my anti-air. my battlecopter's over there. I didn't realize it, so I decided to build a mech. Which I didn't actually realize this at the time, how bad of a situation this is. This is a terrible spot to leave my tank, considering it's going to get blasted away. Really, my tank needs to be getting here, like, defending this area, but then again, I have this tank over here to stop him if he tries to come over here and stop me anyways. So not too bad. A 1 HP artillery ain't going to do too much, even if it is grits. So I'm kind of moving in, closing in this area. 24 or 22 units, not bad. Unit count's getting closer. I think I'm good. Yeah, I took good full advantage of the missile's less range. But the missile does get a shot on my battlecopter over there, so my battlecopters are dying, but then again, 2 battlecopter deaths equals 14 or 15 more infantry. Not a terrible exchange. If I'm being 100% with you. Speaking of which, those are the 2 battlecopter deaths, which kind of sucks. But either way, it's not the worst thing in the world. Considering the real appeal of Sensei is just the infantry spam. The stronger battlecopters are really nice, though, I won't lie. Surrounds my battlecopter. What an a-hole. Just to make sure he gets it killed next turn. I'm definitely making some bad plays with my battlecopters, though. I should have been way more careful about their ranges and junk. But I was kind of just like, I'd rather just have more units. I was like, who cares? I could just kill them. Take a nice shot on that end, on that artillery, so not too bad. Moving in. My mech's moving in more. Everyone's moving in. Copter command. Oh, it's lovely to see. Look at all my units. Go on, Grit. Shoot them all down. Gun them down in the streets, boys. Do it. You won't. There's too many. Gonna flood Grit with too many units and build a bomber with my money. I'm at 40 units, starting to combine some units to get a little bit of cash, which is crazy. Everyone's moving out. Infantry, artillery, and bomber. But I had to figure out, let me kill out that artillery, just get rid of it, even if I am going to lose my unit next turn. Anti-air comes in, kills my battlecopter, kind of sucks. Artillery coming in, infantry guard in the tower, there goes my infantry again. So yeah, this is definitely a problem area. What I should do, which I remember many things that everyone like talking about, like watch from Advanced War stuff a bit, is front shift Grit. Just like keep front shifting back and forth between Grit, so that way he has to keep moving his artilleries back and forward, and he's sick of it. But especially with these mountain ranges here kind of getting in the way, this definitely divides his fronts. Now, granted, the lander is here to help, but still, it's going to take a while for these artilleries to get over to the lander. So really, that's what I should have been doing, is throwing more funds over here, and then back down here, and then up here. Just like, okay, he's powering up, putting a bunch of artillery down here. Cool, go up here and just make him have to move. Just don't think that. I should have been doing that. But I just kind of relied on my massive units to deal with it. Got the signature Cedric mech. It's in the way. Get a pretty good infantry wall. Get a nice shot with that mech. That's a high value mech shot. Killing out some units, doing some damage, trying to get as much damage as I can before I pop another copter command just to get all my units off properties. Moving in, just taking free shots. Don't agree with this if I'm going to copter command. I don't know if I copter command now, but if I do, I'm kind of wasting it. I think I might be waiting for an airborne assault for more mechs. Right? Is that what I'm doing? Starting to surround the communications tower, getting in there. Everyone's moving in. Bomber's going up north. Yeah, I think I'm saving up for airborne assault. But then again, we now have to deal with Grid having power, but he doesn't pop it for some reason. I guess I don't know what he's waiting for. I guess having more indirects. But like, you have, how many indirects? You have 7,000... $30,000 worth of indirects. That's pretty good. Yeah, 5 indirect. 5 artilleries. This is not a bad time to pop snipe attack at the very least. And just get rid of a ton of my units. Odd, but okay. I guess he thought I could repair there, but I'm gonna shoot it down next turn. Except, I don't. I shoot down the recon. The Reiki can no longer get freaky. Thanks, artillery moving in. Infantry wall coming in for a shot with my infantry. And then my battlecopter comes and finishes it off. Bomber they air coming in. How's this artillery? Ooh, they can snipe attack and get rid of my bomber there next turn, which is kind of something I wasn't thinking about, but yeah, live and learn. Will I be able to get enough for another airborne assault now? With my 35 units tier 22. Oof. It's always demoralizing when you see all those big units, but sometimes you gotta realize the numbers difference. Which I know I always have trouble. I have trouble with that a lot of the times too. Is getting the numbers difference, even if it's like, okay, then like they're ahead to like 10 units. But 10 of those units are pretty much on death's row. Which, yeah, give or take. Don't really agree with him sending him back. I think he should have been putting more forward aggressive infantry, but that's just me. He never captured this? That's surprising. I honestly thought he would. But now this infantry's over here to stop him, just like, oh, he walks over, bang! Taking shots, moving his artillery off of the base, finally. Still not popping his power, which I find very surprising. Because, like, this would have been a really good time to get a high-value missile shot if you popped your super snipe up here and just bang, or just a snipe attack. Bang, take down my my bomber. Granted, you'll definitely get retaliated by a battlecopter, but in terms of just, like, cash value alone, that's pretty good. Now, I guess for, like, tempo and grit just seeming set up, he definitely doesn't want to lose those kind of units, but, like, because it's very hard to get a missile's worth in Advanced Wars, considering how easy they are to be killed. Especially now, like, I'm in your minimum range, a-hole. What are you gonna do? You've got no anti-air. Your missiles are gonna die next turn. Like, they're gonna get shot down by my bomber. So really, I think it would have been worth it to kill the bomber and just dealt with the battlecopters to get some anti-air out. But he has got backup. Airborne assault. Up to 50 units. I hit unicap to the point. No, not all my basics can spawn. Now, unfortunately, it does default to putting them up here. Like, I think the way it spawns is literally like bop, 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 bop. Like, it fills this line, like, all the way down to here. I can't say for sure, but, like, that's what I remember. Either way, we're moving up, taking shots. I have so many units. Oh, this is ridiculous. Going in, taking shots. My infantry wall is moving in. The zombie horde is going in. It's like I'm playing white or black in Magic. Just swarm them. Snipe attack. Let's see what they can do with it. Although again, you should have popped your sniper attack earlier and with this missiles and actually got an air kill. Oh, more than just the battlecopter, because, like, I still think getting rid of the bomber was best play, but what do I know? I guess they decided against it. Although they are getting some quick kills, which is pretty nice. Pretty much everything that got to fire, except for, like, the 3 HP guy, got to kill something, which was really good. But I'm still up a massive infantry wall. And yeah, your battlecopters don't have any staying power against me. Kill, kill. Take out the missiles again. You should have built anti-air and got stuff ready. I'm surprised. Why did you not build anything here? I don't know. Oh, it's goofy and doesn't need to be happening, but that's just a funny thing to do. Hey, my artillery gets shots too. Look at me. Mariki gets freaky. Working on the communications tower. Probably should have stacked up on it so it couldn't kill, but then again, he also has units barreling down on his door. And I'm getting closer to more infantry. For another copter command, because I think I usually do like copter command, airborne assault, copter command. Just like really mess up on units. Build a Neo tank. Move my units up. Put an anti-air going. Infantry. I base skipped as well. Interesting. Although, I guess it didn't really matter considering how many my numbers are. Finally get an anti-air, but I feel like it's too little too late for that. Shot my indirects, a little annoying. Indirects taking a fire. Fire, 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 fire! Ooh, base locks himself. That's never fun. Continuing to defend the tower pretty well, considering all I got is some fodder. So I think at this point, I just start throwing away units. Like, yeah, the anti-air came too little too late, unfortunately. Start capping his airport, capping his comm tower, putting all my units together, going forward for more strikes. Indirects to figure, like, let me kill more artillery. Just start throwing infantry into the grinder to kill it. Closing in on the tower. I think I can start capping the tower now, which would be pretty good. Yep. Start capturing the tower now. I'm actually cleaving close to an airborne assault. It should be pretty nice, but I think he just surrenders here. Because the flood of units is too much for Gert to deal with right now. Pops a super snipe. What will they do? Manages to get my unit off the tower, but they need to get something in that tower to stop me from just capturing. And Grit doesn't really have any vehicles available to do that, but he is getting a fair amount of kills with that snipe attack, even with his only having... He only has 10 units. That is terrible. Move forward, going into capture, just pop an airborne assault. Cool, just kind of rubbing salt in the wound, just throwing more units, keep moving. Takes a shot. I have to wait one more turn to capture, that's crazy. And Sud was eliminated by capture. And that's the match. Thank you all for watching, I'll see you on the next one, goodbye.